Hello guys, welcome back to Red Hot TV today. Awkuzu Sars under lock as EndSARS protesters paralyze activities in Awka. The defunct Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, headquarters at Awkuzu in Oyi local government area of Anambra State, regarded as the most notorious in terms of brutality, was under lock on Wednesday, even as EndSARS protesters paralyzed activities in Awka. The protesters, who caused traffic gridlock in the Anambra state capital, gave names of 12 persons who they claimed were brutally murdered by Awkuzu Sars operatives within the past few months. They listed Onitsha, Ore-Ifite, Ozubulu, Nnewi, among others as places where they were killed. Although the usual beehive of activities associated with Awkuzu Sars had disappeared, some of the operatives were seen sitting in front of the office. It was gathered that those being detained before the dissolution of SARS by the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, were yet to be freed, just as several confiscated vehicles were still littered around the office. One of the people whose relations were in detention at the time of the dissolution said nobody had briefed them on what to do, adding that he rushed to the place soon after the announcement of the dissolution, but there was nobody to attend to him. Meanwhile, the SARS protests brought economic activities in Awka to a standstill for several hours, as the protesters used the vehicles to block some of the major roads. One of them, Mr. Johnson Okemili, who stood on top of one of the vehicles, listed 12 names of people, mainly youths, who they claimed were killed by operatives at Awkuzu Sars within the past few months. According to him, the victims were murdered on mere trumped-up allegations of either being armed robbers without taking them to a court or being Yahoo boys. He said, "One of my friends lost his life because he asked why he was being harassed by SARS operatives. They kicked him and tortured him until he became unconscious and did not recover from it. I don't know if they do not like people who look good or seem to be doing well in their businesses at a youthful age." He said it was not enough for the Inspector General of Police to dissolve SARS and replace it with another outfit, arguing that it was just the name that had been changed. The Awkuzu Sars have been known for notoriety, as they have been accused of harvesting organs of people. They get people on the streets, kill them, and sell their parts, their body parts. That's what they've been accused of. And they kill people in their headquarters there in Awkuzu, in Oyi local government area of Anambra State. However, Nigerians have reacted to this in a very grievous manner. Slap 44 wrote, "This unit is where most of them are very notorious. They should compile the names of the people shot to death and a panel of inquiry set up to look into the circumstances of their disappearance. Let's keep the protests until they find all those kidnapped." Greylaw had a very strong one to say, "The good thing is that nobody lives forever. If Nigeria cannot give the victims justice, surely the criminal SARS officers will meet their reward on the other side of eternity." Throwback wrote, "I am so surprised that Anambra youth have not besieged that SARS office and effected a mob arrest of the criminals there posing as lawful police. With what has been reported about that place, a lot of arrests and prosecution should proceed from the dissolution of the criminal gang. Karem Reality wrote, the most notorious SARS station in Nigeria is found in Anambra State. Another person wrote, if those people are still behind bars in the building and SARS is in Abuja, they need to be freed immediately so they don't die of starvation, heat, and exhaustion. Please find out and raise alarm. Kingo Sistex wrote, hellfire is more conducive than that dungeon in Awkuzu. The SARS guys that call the shots there are more wicked than the devil himself. Charming Graska wrote, let them pay in pains for their atrocities. If your papa na SARS, may you know no peace. Your papa no get conscience. May the blood of every innocent soul he has killed choke him to death. Another person wrote us that he's interested in the former SARS commander who is said to now be working for Obiano. Another person now answered, his name is Mr. Nwafo. He is from Ebonyi State and Ezama. Pro-East wrote, they should sustain the momentum. Renaming those armed robbers and murderers doesn't change anything. They are still a menace to the society. Vivian 16 wrote, Awkuzu Sars, the most dreaded SARS in Nigeria, where they harvest human organs and other parts of the body. But one thing is certain, the innocent blood they wasted will continue to cry for justice on their head till their 10th generation. Valentine Wakwe wrote, there is no need. If the courts can bring the former commander to attest to his alleged crimes, make una enter bush for him. He may have charms or she. Neutralize it with a bigger one and kill if he is guilty. An eye for an eye. Nigeria youths are not smiling at all. Greater Future wrote, I heard that in Anambra, there are lots of successful young men making money from just doing business and handwork all over the state. Maybe that's why the SARS men there want to eat fat and misbehave anyhow, because there are a lot of guys and men to obtain and steal from. Rugeria wrote, 12 names? That's for just the past week or month. The Awkuzu Sars I know can kill that number, 12 people, in a day. No exaggeration here. Personally, I think that the bestial acts of SARS officers across the country in recent times could be coming from officers of the Awkuzu Command who worked there for years but were later transferred to different parts of the country following recent directives from the police authorities that personnel who have served a long time in the state should be sent to other states. The impunity was unbelievable. Somebody arrested there could die in 48 hours if the family didn't vomit huge cash quickly. I'm not making this one up. Ask folks that lived at Nnewi or Onitsha. And this lasted for years. And Nigerians have continued to react aggressively to this. And another person wrote, now wow, so you mean this level of wickedness and impunity has been going on in Nigeria all this while, and people have been silent. The cup is finally full and running over. No peace for the wicked anymore. Let me take this last one. Missionary wrote, that place that is so dreaded, I learnt they even harvest organs of the slain to sell to politicians and top people for ritual purposes. Whether this is true or false, I do not know. But from what has been happening, there could be an atom of truth in that. If this is true, then this could be one of the numerous reasons many bodies are not found. You will hear of cases where they kill most people and bury them, and the families would not even be aware or even get to see the dead bodies. One would wonder the joy they derive from shooting and killing Nigerians anyhow, without remorse, and tagging them criminals even when there was no shootout and they have been apprehended. Maybe this can also be a major reason. Who knows if this is true? Then they probably make more money when Nigerians are dead than when they are alive. SARS behavior are more than what meets the eye. Something else is involved in this brutality of the people who are supposed to be protected. Wow, we've heard everything. So guys, lend your voice to this. Lend your voice to the EndSARS protest. Whatever you have to say, drop it in the comment section. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.